What's happening, everybody? It's your boy. We are back in the bro cave. This is a special episode of the OP Boys. I got my boy with me, Brent the Prophet. What's going on, man?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. We good, man. We doing this recording out here. I was like, so we had to have these conversations, bro. So as you seen in the thumbnail and on the title, we're gonna be talking about a couple of things, okay? First thing we're gonna be talking about is who is the better MC. By MC, we mean main character. Naruto or Asta from Black Clover. And then we're gonna get into our personal favorite. We're gonna talk about Kyle from Kyle XY. If you've seen the show, and we're
It's
gonna
so
talk
good.
about I know, and we're gonna talk about Clark or Superman from Smallville, and
Also
do
good.
a right and do a fight and see which one will win. So we're gonna talk about that, okay? So y'all already know what to do. Smash that like button if you like the video. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. Definitely comment down below. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Who's the better MC, Naruto or Asta? Let's get into it. Brent, what you think, man? What you think?
All right, so this is a tough one because I'm actually basing it on two different genres for this.
Okay.
Okay, for like when it comes to base Naruto, like the original series versus Asta, they're very similar. Very, very similar. Like Naruto, I mean, granted, his dream to be Hokage took many times to make that happen.
As it
And
should. As it should.
yeah, I mean, Tsunade and Kakashi basically whitewashed him. But
Man, whitewashed him. I can't, bro.
well, I mean, think about it. He kept saying, I'm gonna be the next Hokage. Believe it. Nope. Tsunade came out of nowhere. It's like, nah, screw your dreams. Then Kakashi came out of nowhere. And Kakashi didn't even want it.
I mean, Santobi got exited out by my boy Orochimaru. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think that was supposed to happen, but
yeah, but it's funny though because he just always said that I'm gonna be the next Hokage, but Tsunade and Kakashi didn't even want it, and he's just like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to save the entire planet, save the world from spoilers from aliens and all that stuff, and then you're gonna have to trade with all this educational books. And then maybe someday you'll become Hokage.
Well, you know what? To be fair, now that I remember, now that you say that, I think Kakashi was going to be Hokage temporarily during the pain
originally
arc, I think.
He was going to because of the war.
Tsunade
was in a coma.
Yeah. And I think Danzo came through and became like the acting Hokage, which I hated because he's such a scumbag. He's just such a hater.
Sasuke said no way.
You know what's crazy? Now that you say that, I think that's the only fight Sasuke's ever won in the series. I think.
Well, he beat Naruto the first time.
But Naruto let him beat him though.
No, well, not really. They both were. Naruto was unconscious.
Oh,
during the Rasengan and Black Chidori.
Oh yeah, but I think if I'm not mistaken, didn't Sasuke go for his actual? I think he went for his heart or his shoulder, and
Naruto only went for
his headband. Yeah, like if he would have just went to his chest, he would have been done. That would have been.
I think it would have been a double knockout if they did that.
I mean that too. But even that still would have proved my point. Like I don't think he's ever won a fight by himself except for Naruto. I don't think. Not that I remember.
No, I don't think so because he didn't even beat. Well, no. Sasuke did beat in Shippuden. Sasuke beat Didora.
That's true.
And Sasuke technically beat Itachi. I don't know if you want to count that though.
I can't count that because that was part of Itachi's plan was to let him do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. So I don't know if you can count that or not.
Yeah. Nah, I can't count that because. Because he.
What about Orochimaru? Sasuke technically beat Orochimaru.
Yeah, but he was weakened though.
Yeah, I don't know if
he was a full strength.
So we can only count really Dodoria and
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only time he's really won. It's just like wild. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, either way, when it comes to Naruto and Asta, I love the Naruto of the original series and Asta of the original series, because like I know they're going to say original because I'm more mean when it comes to the Black Clover. The new art is a lot different than the old. So granted, there may be the same series, like versus Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Black Clover may be the same series, but old Black Clover is a lot different than new Black Clover.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because we've had and again, we're not gonna spoil it for you guys, because maybe some of you haven't or just are like looking at the anime and not the manga. I know a lot of you guys read the manga too. So for those that haven't, we're gonna put like non-spoilers, you know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about that in this video. But yeah, I feel like I like the newer stuff that we're getting now in Black Clover versus the old. Yeah. I mean, not to say the old wasn't good, but it was still,
The old Black Clover was good enough to watch, but it wasn't amazing. That's how I feel.
That's true. And that's very true. And And because the animation was like very
subpar.
Except for when you got to like the big moments. Yeah, it was cool. Like when Asta fought Dante, or when
that was awesome.
Yami, when Yami and Asta fought Dante, that was great.
That animation in that fight was crazy.
Yeah, man. Yo.
But dude, when it comes down to it, Naruto and Asta, like before Shippuden, they're very similar. They both have very similar goals. They have very similar ambitions. Their personalities are very similar. They're very comparable characters. And Naruto is a very believable MC because of what he represents. And so is Asta. They're both very similar. But I noticed during Shippuden, Naruto completely changes a lot.
For sure. I was gonna mention that, because when we get to Shippuden, Naruto,
he's like a completely different character. You don't even recognize him at all.
He's a messiah or something. Honestly.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I
didn't like it. Exactly. I didn't like it either. I did not like the change that was when Naruto had became before as a kid. Because like you said, before as a kid, I believe like that was a realistic goal. That was like becoming the president of the United States at that time. You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest, you actually saw him as the underdog.
Exactly.
And I liked that.
Exactly.
Like when he fought Neji, for example.
Man.
Dude, they took that away from Naruto. I don't know I think we might have talked about this.
I think maybe.
We might have talked about this, but not to bring up spoilers, but for those that haven't finished Shippuden, you'll find out what I mean, because what Naruto says to Neji gets completely they completely take that away.
It does. It's crazy.
It takes it away.
It does. I think we talked about this off screen. I don't think we
might have.
Yeah.
Was it about fate? We're talking about fate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that fate talk that Naruto had with Neji. Dude, you back in Naruto, the original series, before you find out, I'm not gonna say spoilers.
What you find out, right?
Yeah, but what you find out in Shippuden, that means Naruto was meant to beat Neji from the beginning, no matter what. And that just took it all away from me.
Right. And then even at that time, Naruto had the fox too. He had
but to be honest, even without the fox, like if he didn't have, he had to have the fox in order to
beat someone like Neji. Realistically, there's no way.
Exactly. Right. Because
in fact, he wouldn't even beat Kiba. He wouldn't have even beat Kiba if it wasn't for the fox.
I don't know about that.
Well, the reason why I say this, think about it. Naruto's speed healing is the reason why that happened.
But did he damage him that bad? I don't remember.
My son just got done watching the pre-tuning exams.
Oh, word?
And Kiba was giving Naruto the run for quite a while.
You know why? It's the fact
Naruto's
that
speed healing allows him to. Naruto has
a lot of how he lost, though. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, if it wasn't for the QB gave Naruto a lot of chakra.
That's true. This is true.
And it also gave Naruto speed healing. There's no way he would have been.
So he was already busted from the jump. So it's like what was you gonna do? Then not even if you take that away, you still giving the speech of fate and destiny. You could change it to your own, and then look at what you became after that. And this is something way before in the making.
Yeah, but to be honest, with the QB, I was okay with that. Like with him just being a Jinchuriki, I was okay. I was
cool with that. Yeah, and I feel like that's where Kishimoto went wrong.
They should have never did what he did.
He should have never did that. He should have never.
Shippuden ruined, in my opinion, Shippuden ruined Naruto. It did.
I'm gonna have to agree with that too. I'm gonna have to not to say that they don't have no great moments in Naruto. I mean, in Shippuden, but I gotta agree with that for the most part. Definitely.
The worst
and I think
thing,
that's
and it's crazy too because Naruto Shippuden, the first, honestly, the two reasons why I can't stand Shippuden, and I say it right to my son, is because in the original arc of Naruto, there really is like hardly any fillers. It's just go.
Yeah, there may be 1 or 2 fillers on the side, but that's really it.
And it's after the main story. Like it's after the main story.
Yes.
So it made sense to have fillers at that point because the story was already done.
Right.
But then when Shippuden came along, they would have a main story, go right to fillers for like 40 episodes. Then they'd go to main arc again, filler another 20 episodes. And it was so, at least 60% of it was like fillers. It was crazy. And the Ninja War to me completely ruined Shippuden.
Don't even get me started.
It was awful.
Yeah, you get me started. You mean, and this you mean to tell me this all happened in the night? Bro, this is like 800 episodes plus.
Tell me about it.
The whole war.
The whole Naruto series is 721 episodes or 720. And it's crazy to me. Because Naruto makes such a dramatic change. And when you find out what you find out, it completely destroys Naruto's character. It just does.
Yeah. And that's
why I say, long story short, why I think Asta overall is the better MC. And the story's better too. The story is better.
You mean overall?
Overall. Black Clover beats Naruto any day in the story and the main character because they took away the thing that made Naruto believable. No,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When they took away what made Naruto believable, like realistically, if they would have kept Naruto the same, and he had to keep pushing himself, even with his ability with the QB, if they would have just kept that route and kept the main character the way he was, and just kept him progressing, then I might have a different discussion with you.
Right.
But I feel like they made him, once they entered the pain arc, it's the pain arc where Naruto makes such a dramatic change.
I you know what? Yeah. I mean, because to me, Naruto is like you said, he always had that realistic goal of becoming the Hokage, and that was it. Yeah, he wanted to, and he had to do that in order to, and he had to like beat people like Sasuke and Rock Lee and all the other top dogs in order to get to that point. That was realistic. Like, that's what you got to do, right? And then when you got to Shippuden, it was like he had a Messiah
very
complex.
Political. It became extremely political.
And it's like Naruto had a Messiah complex at that point. He was like, "Oh, we shouldn't get rid of our enemies. No, it's immoral. I want to make a world where we don't have to eliminate each other anymore." I'm like, dude, it's the ninjas. It's a ninja war. What are you talking about? That's what you got to do out here.
And not even just that, but realistically, that's what Pain said to Naruto is fact. When Naruto said that I will end all suffering and wars, he didn't even do that in Boruto. Shut up.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you sort of fail if you think about it, because you thinking that because you're thinking that we're gonna end all wars. There's gonna be harmony within the ninja world. Not everybody is cool with that. Like, and again, it's a ninja world. It's a dog eat dog world. And I get Jiraiya was trying to change that, but he also understood
that's impossible. It's impossible.
You got to do what you got to do out here.
Even when you're a ninja, even in the anime, it doesn't matter what you are. unless you're God himself, you have will. That means since you have will, you have anger, you have happiness, you have hate, you have emotions. So it's physical. So when Pain said to Naruto that, if you're gonna, this world will never change, it's gonna do the same thing on repeat, and Naruto said, no, I'm gonna break that hate. No, you're not, because you're human. Exactly. You're not. You cannot change reality here.
And if you really think about it, Madara kind of did that.
He did. He would have did that with the Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, he would have did that. So if you would have let him do what he was gonna do, I mean, that would have happened. But oh no, it's Madara Uchiha. He's the bad guy. No, I can't have that happen. Hey, this is me doing that, baby. What you doing?
And it's weird too, because the concept of it was really strange, because they're talking about like the Tsukuyomi it puts them in their dream world where everything is exactly where they want it to be. To a degree, I understand where Naruto's coming from. A dream is not real. It's fake. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd be really that upset about living in a world where I am endlessly happy.
Exactly. Like, there has to be some strife too. I mean, some things is just too good to be true out here. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know I don't really know if it's that big of a deal, but at the same time, it is kind of. But when it comes to Asta, Asta's never changed. In fact, he has gotten way better.
As a main character. Oh, yeah.
For those that have not read the manga or that have gotten, really far in the series, Asta as a character evolves very, very consistently, and it makes a lot of sense.
Right. Oh, and I just want to bring up too. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to bring this up too. Remember where in the Elf arc, Asta found out who got rid of Julius? I think it was Patry, right? Something like that. I think it was Patry. If I'm not mistaken, it was Patry. And he was confronting Patry, and I forgot how he found out, but he found out that he got rid of old dude, the Wizard King, Julius. And Asta was like, he was very angry, but he wasn't like, just come to the light side. Just come like Naruto did with Obito. Like, hey man, just come back with us, man. We'll forgive you. Don't worry about it. No, Asta was like, nah, bro. If you feel bad about it, you gonna have to go to jail, bro. Like, you gonna have to make that up. Like, you're gonna have to make that up. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of you, but I ain't gonna let you just slide, bro. You gonna have to make this shit.
I like that
make
better.
It up. Yeah, I did, and I was more
Naruto just reached out his hand with Obito and just like, hey, just come to the light. And it's like
you didn't get rid of all these people to get here, like, for real.
Obito literally massacred thousands. Yeah. And to me, it's like, I understand that Naruto wanted him to be better, but to be honest, you don't come back from killing thousands of people. There has to be redemption for that.
Oh, for sure. And that's what I kind of hated. Like, and I think I said that in one of my videos. I hate that. Actually, no, I said that in a recent video I had with My Hero Academia. I really getting tired of all of these villains getting like a redemption arc. Like, I'm tired of that. Like, some villains don't need a redemption arc. Some of them need to be put down to the ground. I'm sorry. Like, if you get rid of millions of people, nah, bro.
Even in my opinion, even in real life, the cold hard truth is there is an extent to what you are allowed to be forgiven for.
Right.
That's just reality.
Right.
Like, if you do something really, really, really bad, you should go to jail. That is fact.
That's just it. If you like out here just dismembering people and having a smile on your face, nah, you gotta go to jail, bro.
Yeah, and that's why when Asta, that's why I like Asta so much, because he has a limit. They literally give him limits. There's only so much he will take before he beats the shit out of you.
Oh, for sure. Yo, especially after the time skip, where he gets all crazy jacked, and
dude, his powers
do all of this crazy stuff.
His powers are so busted. But the thing about it is, he lives in a world where he's busted. But in reality, if you take away his swords, he ain't nothing.
And that's what I love about Asta too. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because Yeah, he has a busted power, and he is aided by a spirit, or a demon in this case. But it's not within him. If you take this anti-swords away from him, he's done.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. That gives him a huge handicap.
Exactly.
Huge handicap.
Exactly. Like he has the biggest OP strength, but he has the biggest handicap too.
That's what I like about it. It's
right,
perfectly balanced.
Right. But with Naruto, it's not that way. It's like he's always OP regardless of what you do to him. Even in Boruto, when they did what they did, we're not gonna spoil that. But the fact of the matter is, he was still OP up until we get to Boruto.
Well, even in Boruto, when that one thing happens, obviously we're avoiding spoilers, but even when that one thing happens, Naruto is still really, really strong.
Oh, that's true too. I mean, he's stronger than any regular ninja.
He's still Hokage level.
Yeah. No matter exactly. Now we ain't gonna get to that because that's spoilers. But
even without certain thing, he is still easily at least one of the strongest Hokages of all time.
Oh, for sure.
His Sage Mode is busted as fuck, even without one.
Man, I love Sage Mode. That was one of the techniques I actually did love about Naruto was you just said it, Sage Mode. I love the fact that had a time limit too. Like he couldn't.
I like the concept of it
forever. Yeah. Like he has to get the natural power of everything. It was kind of like having the spirit bomb within himself, if you think about it. It's something like that, because he had to take all energy of nature and gather it and put it into himself and keep it within himself. So I actually like that concept.
The pain arc was the last good arc of Naruto.
I disagree with that.
You do?
Yeah, I hate the pain arc. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Really? Is it because of is it because it's very political?
No, actually, the political part was cool. I actually dug what Payne was saying, because what Payne was saying was actually correct. My problem was how it ended. It ended with everybody coming back to life, basically.
No, that's what I mean. I could not stand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
the pain arc to me was amazing. The reason why I say that, until they ended the pain arc. Think about it. When the pain arc started, it was hype. Like when you're watching everyone get fucking decimated, it was awesome. Yeah. But then when they just got all brought back to life from talk no jutsu,
that's what I'm like, all right, bro.
After that pain arc, it started off amazing, and then at the end it just ruined it. And then after the rest of the series was Yeah,
and it's just, and it kept getting like, in Naruto as a main character for me kept getting more annoying. Like the fact that he's chasing Sasuke this whole time, like that to me is like an unreal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to be, hey, this is where it really got me pissed off. I don't know if you remember this, but remember when the Lightning Ninja came to the village looking for Sasuke after the summit?
Yeah.
And Choji's wife, he wasn't his wife at the time, but Choji's wife and I think Daru at the time, they were beating up on Naruto because, they know that that's his friend, the guy that came on there.
And Naruto was just sitting there taking it.
Yeah, he's taking the punishment, and then he's like, "No, that's my friend. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm not gonna hit you." Like that doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, what are you on, bro?
And it makes, it makes even worse sense.
Yeah.
Like the thing I really can't stand. It actually killed the series for me, truth.
Yeah.
This is gonna make a lot of people mad, but I don't like the fact that Naruto got with Hinata. I
don't either.
That.
I don't either.
I cannot stand that.
Yeah,
the reason why I cannot stand it is for two reasons. Hinata was literally only in like 20 episodes out of the entire series.
Yeah, she got folded by Neji though, hard.
Yeah, but like if you were gonna make Naruto and Hinata a thing, why did you only put her in like 20 episodes in the entire series? It makes no sense.
And my thing was too,
number two, like Sakura. Like, for those that don't like Sakura, I understand to a degree why you don't like Sakura. I get it. But from the beginning, they were breeding Naruto and Sakura to be a thing from the beginning. And
I don't know about that.
Well, think about it. They had Sasuke walk at episode 135. I remember very clearly. He goes to Orochimaru at episode 135. Then it was Naruto and Sakura for years.
Right.
Years. And Sasuke was not in the show for literally 90% of Shippuden.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's the thing, though.
And then Naruto, they even had a non-canon movie where Naruto and Sakura go on a date. They had Naruto, like in the very first episode of Shippuden, Sakura's like flirting with Naruto, and he basically doesn't realize it. Right. You got Sakura always screaming for help for Naruto, and he always shows up to save her life. And to me, it's like you got constant Naruto saving you, and Sakura, you're over there like holding him and trying to protect him and relying on him. So you're creating that field where you took Sasuke out of the show almost completely until the very end of the series.
But that's the thing, though. Even though they did that, you could see clearly that Sakura was still madly in love with this man. She was meat rotting.
Yeah, but then Naruto ruined. But then Naruto and Sakura ruined it, and this is why I'm bringing this up. Think about this statement. Before, when Sai told Sakura that Naruto's in love with you, and he will always hold that burden of chasing after Sasuke because of you, Sakura went to Naruto and said, after the pain arc, I'm in love with you. Naruto could have said,
that derailed everything for me.
It ruined it. Fucking awful. That was terrible.
Bro. That ruined her
because
Naruto's
like he chased after Sakura for so long, and then the moment she confesses to him that she's in love with him, and she does that to try to take away Naruto's pain, and because there was some truth in what Sakura was saying, Naruto was like, nah, I know you may like me like that, but you love Sasuke.
But nah, I thought she was lying that whole time. Even when she said that, I was like, nah, she's just lying because she wants Sasuke. She don't want you. You doing the dirty work. She want the man. She want the apple of her prize. That's always been Sasuke. And my thing was,
and it's weird.
They never say why she loves him so much. They never say why.
It makes no sense.
Exactly.
Makes no sense. He's tried to kill her. He put her in a genjutsu that did kill her. I mean, there's so many things that Sasuke did to Sakura.
Exactly. Even when they were kids, you never saw anything. I think maybe one time you may have saw where he was like, all right, you cool. But that was it. He never showed any affections for her at all. So when they got together,
he literally tried to kill her. He put her in a genjutsu that killed her. He literally
exactly. The side characters don't even make any sense at this point.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And then Naruto meets his dad, and this will make sense to you as to why I'm saying this. Hinata and Naruto make no sense. Why it makes no sense? Naruto meets his dad. This takes place in the war after the pain arc. And Naruto's dad goes, "Who's this girl? She reminds me of my wife." And he goes, "Oh, this is Sakura." And he goes, "Is that your girlfriend?" And Naruto thinks about it for a second. He goes, Yeah, that's my girlfriend. But wait, you just got done telling Sakura, no, you don't love her during the pain arc. you know what I'm saying?
And they got with Hinata after, right? They got with Hinata after that, but you didn't even think about Hinata until the thing happens in the war. Well, that too. Until the thing happens, in the war, which again, that was one thing they should have never done because
no. It made no sense to have Naruto tell his father that Sakura is his girlfriend if you already told Sakura you don't want him anymore. If you don't want her anymore, that made no sense. Made no sense. And then out of nowhere, you make one movie where you see Hinata having a secret crush on you, like the last movie where Naruto finds out Hinata has a secret crush on him. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm in love with you, Hinata. Wait, what? You never once when? When was that a thing?
All right, so we focused on Naruto, I think, a little bit. a lot. So let's get on to the Black Clover real quick. With the side characters and all of that too. I feel like the side characters are a lot better than the ones in Naruto. I feel like.
I know.
How you feel about that?
And that's the reason why we were talking about Naruto, because realistically, we're talking about why certain MCs are better and why certain stories are better.
Right.
We damn well know why this Naruto doesn't work. But with Black Clover, the characters are better.
Yeah.
They base on
especially Noelle, bro.
I love Noelle.
Oh my god.
Best side character in anime history.
Best girl side character. Absolutely.
And out of any series. Out of any series.
Absolutely. She wasn't like Sakura. You know what I'm saying? First, she started off as Sakura. She was useless. But then when Asta comes into her life, she becomes better. She actually becomes better.
That's because she actually believes in herself when she
and that was because Asta gave her that thing to believe in her. And look at what she's able to do now. Now I'm not gonna give you spoilers, but look at what she's able to do now, bro.
Her progression makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It took a lot of hard work. It wasn't just, I'm just gonna get super powerful because I was born that way. No, she worked her ass off to get that way.
She did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And now she is very powerful now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the difference between Naruto and Asta. I feel like with Asta, he's changed a lot of people's lives in the verse compared to Naruto. It was more like everybody hated him, and then slowly but surely they warmed up to him. But here in Black Clover, homie was a peasant, and is still a peasant. You know what I'm saying? They did the social class here, but as he progressed, the lines blurred. He wasn't like a peasant no more. He became somebody of professional stature, and it's believable because he worked his ass off to do that.
Yeah, and it's weird too because with Naruto, everyone hated him, and now everyone loves him. But with Asta,
I feel like it was more
peasant. Asta was more down to earth. Like when it came down to it, Asta was like, you know what? You guys don't believe me, but you guys accept me. You guys will accept me. And even as a peasant, he's still a peasant now, but even royalty accepts him.
Right. And that's the thing with him I love about Asta too. Asta, he'll get down for like a little bit sad for a little bit, but after that, he good to go. Like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm a little bit down and I'm a little bit not destroyed, but like what's the word? Yeah, like I'm a little bit depressed or sad right now, but I'm still gonna do what I gotta do because I believe in this thing so much. And I love that about Asta. Like there's a point where actually I love their rivalry, him and Yunos. I love their rivalry. It's so
believable,
healthy and clean. Yeah, it's like
you don't
have to do what you did with Sasuke.
There's no hate.
There's no animosity.
It is literally just competition. It's just competition.
And I love that it feels that way. It doesn't have to be, you're more powerful than me, bro. No, you're supposed to be below me. Now I gotta excommunicate you so that I can be on top again. That didn't have to happen.
No. And honestly, Yuno and Asta during the entire series, even now, Yuno and Asta, they're like, we're best friends, but you're my biggest rival at the same time. They make it very, very well known that they're going to surpass each other and be the best. But and at the same time, but it's wholesome. It's very wholesome.
Yeah, exactly. And even when you get to where we're at now, even though
which is so good.
Right. And even though what's the name had a promotion, had a promotion, Asta was like very down about it, but he said, but you know what though? I'm still gonna go ahead of you, bro. You're still my rival out here, so don't worry about it. I'm still gonna, you got ahead of me a little bit, but I'm still gonna beat you to the finish line.
Yeah, and it's funny too because he told, and it's funny because after that saying, even said, he goes, it's funny that you always thought I was surpassed you, but I always thought you were farther than me.
Exactly.
Made it clear that he actually thought the opposite of Asta. Thinks that Asta's stronger.
Right. And that's totally different from Sasuke, who just wants to be better than everybody, and that's it. Like, bro, like I just like I'm better than you. Like, and I'm going to get rid of you to prove it. Like, it was such a it was doing the same thing, but just such a welcome departure from what we got in Shippuden.
I like and honestly, the Black Bulls are so good. They're they are perfect for Asta's character itself. Truth be told, if Asta was the only character in the series, Black Clover would not be good. But what makes Black Clover so good is Asta, the people that surround Asta make him better.
Yeah, and I feel like it is vice versa. And I think that's what Kishimoto didn't. I don't think he did that correctly. I feel like with I think Tabata focused more on the side characters than they did in Shippuden.
And I like
that. Than they did in Shippuden. I feel like when we got to Shippuden, we lost track of the side characters and it became all about Naruto and Sasuke at that point.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But with Tabata, he's focused on damn near all of the side characters that you could think.
To be honest, he puts more into the side characters than the main. And I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Exactly.
Because you cannot focus on the main character too much. Otherwise, it takes away from the supporting. And the supporting characters are just as important.
Exactly. For example, Rock Lee. For biggest example I can think of. The potential wasted in this man. It's insane.
Rock Lee versus Gara is still one of the best fights of Naruto, period.
And when he fought, who was it? Kimimaro, I think? The bone dude?
And Gara showed up to help Rock Lee. It was wholesome. It was so wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
I feel bad for Rock Lee because after that, he was just an afterthought after that. He was one of the best characters on that show. Never won a fight by himself. But he was one of the best characters on that show, and Kishimoto just forsake him for Naruto, bro. Like he wasn't like the best hand-to-hand combatant of all time.
Rock Lee became the Yamcha of their verse.
Exactly. But not exactly, and that's the problem. And again, guys, we're not saying that Naruto sucks. We're not saying that.
Naruto's a good series. It's just
just giving criticism out here.
To me, to be honest, I think Naruto is a good series for those that are wondering.
Right.
But I do not like two things. And this may sound biased, but it's just how I feel. I do not like all the people that are only into Naruto because of Fortnite. I can't stand that. And I also cannot stand and I'm even saying that about my own son because he started liking Naruto because of Fortnite. And I don't like that.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like if you're gonna start anime, don't be a follower. Do it because you want to. Do something because you want to, not because someone else is doing it. But when it comes down to it,
I don't think we've ever had a parent rant on this before.
I'm just being realistic here.
Crazy.
I'm just being honest here. For people that like the thing about me is I'm brutally honest, even to my own kids. I don't believe in following anyone. Do you?
Nah, I feel you.
And when it comes
down,
no,
you're right.
And when it comes down to it, a lot of people blew up Naruto and now Dragon Ball Z because of things like Fortnite. If you like it, great. But if it's
they know what they was doing when they made that game. They knew what they was doing.
Yeah,
they knew what they was doing.
To me, if you like it, don't like it because of stereotypes. But when it comes down to Naruto, the cold hard truth is the series is great. It is great. But it ends on a sour note. That's really my problem with it.
And you know what? I feel like we need to do an episode where we talk about that. I feel like we need to do that. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Black Clover right now, though. Me and you also talked about this. Is not to bash Black Clover, but me and you have talked about how it was a slow progression because it started off slow. It started off very slow, but over time, now it's one of the best mangas I have ever read, and that's a lot.
Yeah. I might have to agree with you on that, bro. Like, again, it started off like very cliche anime-ish. All the tropes were right in your face right there.
Yeah.
But then as the story progressed, that's when it started to change, and that's when I started to change my tune about the series. And to me, I've always said Asta was a combination of Naruto and Rock Lee put together.
Yeah, and it's funny because my friend Sam, Sam was one that got me into Black Clover. Like I've always, like I told you, dude, I've been watching anime for 23 years and reading manga, long time.
Shit.
But I'm 31 years old, and I started doing this when I was seven or 8. But Black Clover was actually introduced to me by my friend Sam, and he's like, bro, you're gonna love it. It's basically like Naruto meets Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, that's a really weird combination. And I was like, are you really sure? Because that seems weird to me. And he goes, no, I think you'll like it. But to be honest, I don't get a Dragon Ball Z feel from Black Clover. I get more like a Bleach and Naruto.
You know what? I feel like now I get a Dragon Ball Z vibe, and I'm only saying that because how OP Asta is now, and I feel like
but they still have that massive handicap. He still has that.
Yeah. Of course. But since we know where he is now, and if he's being taught what he's being taught, I feel like he's gonna be and I made a video about this too. It's gonna come out today. I feel like he's gonna be the most OP magic user in anime. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Because
it's weird because I was talking to my friend Sam, and I told him, I was like, honestly, dude, I've watched now 20 episodes of Black Clover, and I just do not like it. He goes, you don't like it? I'm like, no, Asta is so annoying. And he goes like, I can't stand the like he's always yelling in like the first 20 episodes. He's yelling,
that got annoying to me.
It was so annoying. And I was like, why? Are you sure, Sam? You said he said it's really good. He's like, keep watching it, it'll grow on you. And he's right. It eventually grew on me.
And he didn't stop. He didn't do yelling as much as we.
No, he grew up. And to be honest, now Black Clover is one of the best animes, in my opinion. It really is.
I feel like, and I mean, we're gonna talk about this like for like a few minutes, then we're gonna get to the Kyle XY thing. I feel like we got to that point where he became a favorite for me when he fought a very big character in the I don't want to say the word, but the devil, the big devil, basically.
Are you talking about before the movie starts coming out?
No, before we get to the Wizard King at the
You're not going to say spoilers. That's what you're referring to in the non-spoiler?
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil it, but all right, so when all of them in the devil arc where they all invaded the kingdom.
Okay, I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And you're trying not to say it because for spoilers.
Yeah. But when he fought the big dude,
I thought he was gonna lose.
Yeah, and then
was tough. I thought he was gonna lose.
Yeah, and I loved how they did it. I love that he was the only one that could do something. Nobody else could do nothing. Not even Nobody could do anything. But it was only Asta.
But the reason for it made sense.
Right.
The reason why only Asta could beat said person made a lot of sense.
Right. Exactly. And I love that. And I love that he didn't give up. He was just like, nah, I can't do this. And then you just see him all beaten up and broken and all this other stuff.
And the supporting characters
and he grabs
building
his sword.
him back up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Honestly, dude, Asta would have definitely died. He would have died if it wasn't for the supporting characters. People like Noelle and Mimosa really helped
him out. Yeah. And I love that.
And I love Mimosa too as a character.
Yeah. And you know what? And I love about that too. He is the main, and it's weird because before for Naruto, for the love interest, he didn't really have any love interest that was interested in him. You know what I'm saying? But in Black Clover, this dude got like 5 chicks that's into this dude. And
Hinata's always had a crush on Naruto. Yeah, but she never made it known though.
Exactly. I mean, even Noelle to a certain extent, but nah, he literally got like 5 chicks that want to be with him.
And they're all basically royalty.
Yeah.
Most of them are royalty.
I think except for Rebecca, the redheaded girl.
I mean, the redheaded girl. I think her name is
Rebecca. Yeah. Except for her, I think she's like
she's a peasant,
class-ish, sort of.
She's like a peasant.
Oh, is she? I thought
she's like a peasant.
Oh, okay. Because she lived in the town. That's why I was like, Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay. Okay, got you. But still,
she might be low middle class, but she ain't royalty. That's for sure.
Right. But I mean, she's hot too. She ain't ugly. Ain't none of them ugly, really. Honestly.
Yeah, but Asta has no clue. He's the one. That's the one thing that I'll tell you. The one downside about Black Clover that I can honestly say, even to this day, it annoys me, is sister. I will flat out admit that drives me nuts.
Nah, she for the streets, bro. She's for the streets.
She is a good character for
the streets.
Asta's development, but sister, like, why do you keep going after her? I don't get that.
And I still don't understand that's the only thing I don't understand. And I'm just like, why? And I don't know if this is like a mother figure type of thing
but that's even weirder. If you think about that, that's even weirder.
I mean, you got Gauch with his sister. You got that thing going on too. So that, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the one thing about Black Clover. Yeah, I'm annoyed with too, is the sister thing. Like, I don't know why he has this obsession with sister. And I don't know why she's even letting it continue to go on. Yeah, like she's not even like you really waited until this dude said it for you to say something, which you pretty much knew that's what he wanted to do, because he proposes to her all the time. So you know he had feelings for you. So why did you say it right then and there?
He even did it when he turned 18. Non-spoiler. Didn't mean to say that, but you know.
No, I mean that's and whatever. Yeah, and like now you decide to say it when he's 18. You didn't say it when he was before. Like, what's the
I don't know why. Like, to me, it made no sense. That part I don't like. I don't like sister. That character needs to go bye-bye.
Right, exactly. So guys, overall, we talked a lot about it on both sides, and again, we don't hate Naruto. We don't hate him. You know,
it's a good series.
It's a good series, but we just feel like Asta is the better main character than Naruto. It's just and you know, just series overall. I think we can agree, Brent, that Black Clover is an overall better series.
I will say one thing about that, though. I do want to say one thing about that.
What's up?
Truth about one thing. I don't know if I think Black Clover is the better series or not. And the reason why I say that is this. If we're talking about the anime for Black Clover is way, way, way better than Naruto overall. But that's because of the fillers. There is way too many fillers in Naruto. And in Boruto, for those that are into that, Cold Hard Truth. Dude, there was an article about it, mind you, that over 90% of Boruto is fillers. There's over 200 episodes, and then 90% of it is fillers. That's why I won't watch it. Yeah. Like, what? Why?
Yeah. And I think so
when it comes to the anime, I'm going to keep it short.
Yeah.
The anime for Black Clover beats Naruto. But in the aspect of the manga, I actually don't know. Because the manga between Naruto and Black Clover, there is no fillers, and it's constant go.
Of course. Yeah.
And honestly, I love the manga of Naruto. I did.
And I actually, now that you say that, I'm glad I didn't forget. I believe over where they're at in Japan or whatever, they actually like the slice of life episodes over the actual canon stuff. So that's why they do so much fillers. Also, is because they like it when Boruto is just chilling with his friends and going on mad adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the manga for Boruto is amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. I agree. It's just crazy how the translation, you know, differs from here and over there. Like, it's crazy.
Anime wise, Black Clover is better.
Oh, and wait,
maybe. Let me
ask you this. Let me ask you this though. Do you think Naruto Gen 1 when he's a kid is better than Black Clover, or vice versa?
I think it's the same.
Okay, got you.
That's why I started the debate with you. Yeah. Depending on what version of Naruto we're talking about. Original Naruto is just as good as Black Clover.
I agree.
Shippuden is not nearly as good as Black Clover.
Oh, Black Clover beat that by leaps and bounds, bro. Because even when you get to the truth about Asta and his partner, the devil, whatever, it still did not take away from the actual main character himself.
Yeah, it's just like no heat against my son, but he told me Naruto's the greatest anime of all time. I'm like, dude, you've only seen like 5. You've only seen like 5 animes. I'm like, you can't. Naruto is not the best anime of all time. It's just not. He goes, but Dad, it's even in Fortnite. I'm like, no, just
listen. If you gotta punish your son, do what you gotta do. Just do what you gotta do. Just take the Fortnite away from. Just take it away. Just take away the whole PS4. Just take it.
And that's all he goes, but I've seen the series. I've seen a lot of Naruto. I'm in the tuning exams now, and I'm like, yeah,
bro, you're in like one part.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you still got a long way to go, dude. There's still 700 episodes.
You're not even in the Shippuden. You just in regular, like OG Naruto. That's it.
Yeah, like I was like, he goes, you don't think I'm an anime fan? I'm like, dude, you've only seen 5, and your favorite anime of all time, you're still in part 1. There's still 700 more episodes of that one series, so I can't give it to you yet, buddy.
I hear you, bro. All right, so overall, I think it's agreed that both series are good. It's just Black Clover is a little bit, up there when it comes to
Black Clover is one of the best series of all time. It really is.
Yeah,
I didn't always think that, and I didn't always think that.
I didn't either. Now I don't think it's better than One Piece now, but that's another conversation.
I don't know, because we're at Black Clover. Where Black Clover's going right now in the manga, it's fire. But right now, One Piece after the Wano arc has been fire too.
We're gonna talk about that. All right, guys. So now we're gonna move on to something me and Brent have been talking about for like the longest time. I feel like, I'm very, very excited that we get to talk about this now on this platform.
I'm glad that you listened to me and gave it a try.
Yeah. I to be honest, I was gonna be like, nah, this show look corny and shit. But I actually watched it. I sat down and watched it, gave it like 5 episodes, and it was cool. Like it was very slow start at first. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Very slow start. But then as we really progressed into season 1, I was like, oh, okay, I'm liking this. Not that much action, like Smallville, but it was like it still had that Smallville feel to it, and I was digging, And then you get to seasons 2 and 3, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's just
fire.
Reveals left and right.
So good.
It's crazy.
WHOS is such a good ass show. Dude.
Crazy. Now, so Brent, since you're the one that introduced me to it, could you, for those of them that don't know, could you give a brief synopsis real quick, like about the show itself? If you could summarize it into words, how would you describe it?
That's tough.
Like very short.
Do you want me to say spoilers or non-spoilers?
Let's say non-spoilers for now until we get to the actual battle of it.
Okay, because for those that have never seen Kyle XY, I highly recommend it. Definitely go see it. Okay. Because if you like Smallville or things related to Superman, you will definitely like Kyle XY. I promise you. And Ty was very doubtful on that.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Smallville is a very good show. Even rewatching it now, it's still a good show. I didn't think that there'd be anything to like, be relatable on that level, but now I'm watching this. I'm like, damn. And there's only 3 seasons, which is crazy.
Which, dude, I don't. There's millions for the people that have seen Kyle XY and finished it. Like now that you have, Ty, there are still millions of people that are still wanting them to do it, to finish it, because the fact that they didn't, it makes no sense. It was so good. But a quick synopsis of it: basically, Kyle is a child. I'm gonna air quote that. That, because you know why I'm gonna air quote that, Ty.
Yeah, of course.
And he has very particular gifts that he was born with, that he also was basically also kind of what you would maybe call a coma patient. I'm gonna go with that, because I can't really
give it out. Right.
I can't really give out what he is, because otherwise it'll ruin the show. but I'm gonna call him basically a coma patient because that's my best way to explain how season 1 starts.
Okay.
And when you find, as he's learning how to be a human, because I'm gonna go with coma, he adapts into this family, and this family takes him in when he has no memories of who he is, what he is, or what happened to him. And there's where the mystery starts. And season 1 is all about figuring out why Kyle has no memories of who he is, or what he is, or why he can do the things he can do. And the things he can do are crazy.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna get to what he can do. We're gonna get into that now. For everybody that haven't watched Smallville, which I don't know what you've been doing, because Smallville is a very big show.
Smallville is so hype.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, Smallville is basically retelling the story of Clark Kent becoming Superman. And for those 10 years, it's been, or 10 seasons, it's been about Clark discovering how to use his abilities and as they come one by one. Right. And then, discovers to become a hero. It's the things of that nature. So what we decided to do here is do a fight between Kyle XY and Clark from Smallville. Now, I want to let everybody know there will be spoilers for this because we can't talk about this without doing the spoilers, because there's certain abilities that Kyle has that needs to be explained. Right. And broken. That we're going to have to explain. And the same thing with Smallville as well. So I'm letting everybody know, listen, it's going to be spoilers here. So watch those shows and come back and come play this video again, okay? Do that.
Watch Kyle XY. And
watch Kyle XY, please.
It's so good.
Exactly. So with that said, and the warning up, let's get to it, bro. So I was about to say Kyle. Brent, explain Kyle's abilities and why do you think he's a challenge for Superman / Clark?
Okay, so Kyle's got interesting abilities. He has partial invulnerability, so as long as he thinks it ahead of time, he won't hurt. Nothing won't hurt him. And you know why I say that, Ty?
Right.
As long as he thinks he has basically one of his abilities is his mind is where all this power comes from. For the spoilers,
right?
As long as his mind thinks it will happen. He has basically limitless potential with his mind. His mind goes on forever. So for those that like Superman, he's basically Brainiac 13 of his verse. That's my best way to say that.
In human form.
And when it comes down to it, because of Kyle's insane brain power, it allows him to have special abilities. Right. And one of those special abilities is partial invulnerability. If he thinks that nothing will hurt him, it won't hurt him. He can levitate. The director said that he would have learned to fly because of one of his abilities is called water manipulation. Right. He can manipulate any and all water particles. And that makes you super broken because there's water in almost literally anything, period.
It's crazy.
That's so broken.
And you said, and I believe you said it's like blood bending.
Well, you really
think about it.
For spoilers, you see Jesse do that in one of the episodes.
Right. And
technically, Kyle did blood bending.
I'm about to say, didn't he do it too?
Yeah. Well, the whole Kyle XY series came out at the same time as Last Airbender, so it's really debatable on which one did blood bending first.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like when you said that to me, I was like, wait a minute, when did Kyle come out?
Yeah,
and
they came out at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know really which one came out with the blood bending ability first. But Kyle has the ability to control water manipulation, which means he can blood bend you. In fact, no spoilers, but someone close to Kyle with the similar abilities actually did blood bend.
Right.
Then he also controls electrical currents. That ability is super broken because anything and everything has an electrical current, including the human body.
Right.
In fact, for those that don't know, the electrical current in your human body is what makes you allowed to move. it controls the central nervous system in your brain. So if Kyle decided to shut off the electrical current in your brain, you are paralyzed for the rest of your life. He can literally not only kill all your organs by blood bending and kill you that way, or he can just paralyze you and make you never move forever. And his brain moves at a processing speed faster than lightning itself. He literally dodged a lightning strike coming from the sky.
Right.
Way before it even came down. Like, remember that, Ty?
Yeah, I remember that.
He dodged.
That's when I was like, what the hell? How's he able to do that?
Yeah, well, because you don't find that out until later on, but because he has water manipulation and electrical current, he knows when things like weather patterns, and he's like basically a human barometer. And he can feel the barometric pressure in the world because he controls electrical currents and water manipulation.
Right.
So he literally was fast enough to dodge lightning.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken too, he's also like Daredevil in a way too, because I remember in one episode, one of the snipers was about to hit him or something like that, and he heard the gunshot. He heard the clicking of the gun, and it shot, and then he had got out the way.
Yeah, dude, he has super hearing.
Yeah, that too.
And apparently his super hearing goes up to 20 yards. That's what I found out. It allows him to go up to 20 yards.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. That's long range.
Right.
And so
that's all the abilities, or there was one?
No, there's more.
So
we know that he also has telekinesis.
Right.
His telekinesis is stupid broken.
Right.
And he also has limitless brain capacity. Anything he sees or reads, it will be automatically imprinted in his mind. It will never go away. And he also has predictive memory. Predictive memory allows him to know what you're going to do before you do it.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one. Yeah.
So for people like Naruto, you know the Sharingan. It's basically the Sharingan on steroids, because he literally can predict what you're going to do way before you do it. In fact, there was an episode where Kyle predicted a robbery hours.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
hours before the guy did it.
Right.
And he didn't even know the guy.
Right. And then I think what's also impressive with Kyle was he can replay something if he was there. Like, he can go back to it like a DVD. Like, he could go back, like rewind himself back to that moment.
Photographic memory.
Matter of fact, right. But to the point where like he can go back to that moment and see everything
and walk around it.
And walk around it and see what people wrote on things and what people said. Even though he wasn't at the vicinity, but if he was like around there, he can go back to that moment. Like,
it's crazy. He can literally, as long as he's been somewhere near it, he can memorize anything that someone said, what happened, what people did. It's almost like a video. And so,
yeah, exactly, like a video. Yeah, I said DVD.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said that.
His mind is so powerful that is his weakness at the same time. His mind is limitless. Because his mind is limitless, he can do basically anything. But there's the problem. Now it goes into his weakness. His weakness is his body.
Right.
Because his brain is so powerful, it allows him to do psychic abilities. It allows him to be invulnerable. It allows him to levitate. It allows him to have predictive photographic memory. It allows him to do video. It allows him to have a lot of blood manipulation, water manipulation, electrical current manipulation. There's so many abilities he has.
Exactly.
But he has instantaneous memory. So when he reads something, he learns it.
And he also speed reads too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does. And he's faster than a supercomputer.
Right.
But at the same time, even though he's faster than a supercomputer, because his brain is so strong, that makes his human body weak.
Right. And
because his body can't keep up with his brain. That is his weakness.
Right. And I know the Flash himself, he can speed read too, but I think the difference between him and Kyle is Kyle can retain the information forever. Flash can't. I think he only retain it
Flash
for
can
like a certain
read.
amount of time.
Flash can speed read, but
Right.
Kyle speed reads, and anything he learns, he memorizes it for the rest of his life.
Right. And I think, like you said, with Flash, he retains it for like maybe an hour or something like that, and then he forgets it after that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because with Kyle's super hearing and his ability to feel emotions and auras, like he can feel something's wrong without you saying anything. He can sense things. He literally can dodge lightning way before it even happens. So he's fast as fuck.
So overall, he's like God, basically.
Of his verse, he's God of his verse for sure.
Yeah,
he's super broken. But his weaknesses are the fact that his body, he has to train his body very, very, very hard to keep up with his limitless brain. If he doesn't, then what ends up happening is his body tanks and he will die.
Right.
And that's where the death battle comes in on who would win in a death battle between the Man of Steel or Kyle XY.
Right. And I'm not gonna go over all the abilities of Superman because everybody knows speed.
Yeah, everyone knows Superman.
You know, everybody knows Superman. So I'm not gonna even waste time even going through that. So we just gonna get into it. We gonna get into this battle and see who's gonna come on top. Now, myself and Brent have went back and forth on this like crazy. So Brent feels, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but Brent, you feel like, Superman, Kyle's going to take it.
So oh man, it's such a hard death battle. I don't know. Death battle. It's so hard because the problem is, in a death battle, neither one are going to know each other's abilities. So in a death battle, they're not going to prep. They're just not. They're going to go right in. And so in a legitimate death battle, I had to think about each other's abilities. Right. Superman's got the strength to take Kyle down in one punch. That's game over. Superman's got the speed, and that's game over. And Superman has the heat vision and the invulnerability. There's a lot of things Superman has that Kyle just cannot keep up with. Right. But Kyle's brain makes it really difficult for Superman because Kyle's brain moves faster than lightning. It moves faster than the speed of light. And because it moves faster than the speed of light, Kyle's abilities are faster than Superman. Right. So when it comes down to it, Kyle's predictive memory, like Kyle's brain allows him to predict what you're going to do before you do it. And because of that reason, I feel like Kyle would go right for the blood bending and then shut off the neurons in Superman's brain and make him paralyzed, and then just kill him by blood bending all his organs. So when it comes down to it, will Superman be fast enough to hit Kyle and kill him when Kyle was fast enough to dodge lightning? And he was able to hear the sound of a gunshot and immediately just dodge without even before the trigger was pulled. Right. So when it comes down to it, I don't know if Superman is fast enough to get that first shot right away without knowing Kyle's abilities first. Because if Superman knew Kyle's abilities first, Superman would have to go for the kill immediately to kill Kyle. Because otherwise Kyle would immediately just blood bang, and then that's game. Because then he'll shut off the neurons in your brain and paralyze Superman forever, and then blow up all of his organs. So
and it's hard. It's hard if they don't know, because Kyle is not gonna know how strong Superman is until he gets hit. That's the problem.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know in a death battle scenario. Like, because you and my wife have said Superman will win. If they knew of each other's abilities, Superman's going to beat Kyle every time, because Superman will stay far away from Kyle, because he ain't going to allow Kyle to blood bend him or to shut off the neurons in his brain. Right. That part is true. Superman will definitely win in that scenario. But in a death battle, if neither one of them knew of each other's abilities, I feel like it goes down to who has the first shot. Because if Kyle bloodbends Superman and then paralyzes him, blows up all of his organs, Superman ain't gonna survive that.
Right, and that's why I did think that at first. I did think that Kyle was gonna win first if they didn't know. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, if it's really a death battle, Superman's not really gonna hold his punches like that.
Yeah, but then that brings you to the predictive memory.
Right.
Like Kyle's ability to know what you're gonna do before you do it. That is a challenge for Superman, because if Superman went right for the kill in a death battle, is it still good? Kyle's brain moves faster than light itself. So he has the ability to know what you're doing before you do it. So would Superman be fast enough to stop that?
Right. And I think about it too. Like if I see a dude flying to me full force, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, you need to chill the fuck out. You need to chill out and then do my ability. I thought about that too. I was just like, yeah. You know what though?
I just don't know. Because like I looked it up and it said that outside of the Earth's atmosphere, they've proven this. Outside of the Earth's atmosphere, so if Superman is in space, he moves as fast as the Flash. Interesting fact. He moves just as fast as the Flash, but outside of Earth's atmosphere, because he's closer to the sun. If he's closer to the sun, it increases his power.
Increases speed. Right.
But that means on Earth, in a battle when they're battling Earth, he's going to be slower, and that means he's going to move a little bit faster than the speed of sound when he's down in Earth. But Kyle's brain moves faster than light. Keep that in mind, Ty. Kyle's brain moves faster than light speed, and he has predictive memory. He has like basically the Sharingan, so he knows what you're gonna do before you do it. So I don't know. With that being said, if Superman moves at the speed of sound on Earth, or a little bit faster than that, but Kyle's brain moves at the speed of light, could Superman get the shot in before he just ends it?
I feel like if Kyle had armor, I feel like Kyle would have won for sure. Like it would have been no contest. Like if he has armor to protect himself, like Lex Luthor does, I'm like, all right, bro.
But he does have invulnerability though.
Yeah, but it's just like, but again, if Superman hits him, even like half his strength,
Kyle will die. Kyle will die. Done.
And I've never seen Kyle heal from like a very grave injury in the show. I haven't seen cancer though. Yeah, and that's the crazy. But we didn't mention that. But yeah, at a point, he does cure cancer. You know,
he cures cancer. He brings people back from the fucking dead.
Yeah,
I mean, the dude is broken.
Yeah, he is broken. Yeah, and but again, it's not something that can that again, he has to be in Superman has to be within range to deal with that. And Superman, like you said, Superman can be at a distance and still attack. That's the problem.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, if I guess I'm gonna break it down to this. If they know each other's abilities prior, then Superman's gonna win. Because he ain't gonna get close to Kyle. He ain't gonna get close to Kyle because that's game. If he gets close to Kyle, Kyle's gonna kill him.
Right.
But if they don't know each other's abilities, Ty, I'm gonna say draw. I'm gonna go with the draw because I don't know. It's whoever gets the first shot, in my opinion on that.
All right.
Because if Kyle gets the first shot, all of Superman's organs are destroyed.
That's true. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard if they don't know, because Kyle has an edge over Superman and vice versa. Because like I said, if a dude is floating near me, I'm gonna use my powers right from the get-go. Like, nah, you're not coming at
Superman
me.
will not stay on the ground if they're in a death battle.
That's what I'm saying, right? He's not gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. For the draw, if they don't know, but if they do know of each other's abilities, I'm definitely gonna have to say Superman takes it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because there's no way Superman, if Superman already knew Kyle's abilities prior, he's gonna stay the far away from him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you know, the thing with Kyle's, and that's what I'm saying. Like the thing with Kyle's abilities, if he was like, again, if he was like
he's stronger than
vulnerable,
Amon. He is way stronger than Amon. For those that have seen Legend of Korra, which is the sequel to Last Airbender, you guys know how strong Amon is. Kyle is way, 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 way stronger than Amon, like by a long shot. So,
for sure.
So with that being said, that's why we're sitting here and debating on it, because that's a tough death battle.
For real. And you know, we should do an Avatar episode.
A death battle with Avatar? Or just an Avatar episode?
Well, Avatar in general, but I feel like we need to do.
Did you finish the manga for Last Airbender yet?
I
so
I did read the comics.
So
I read the Smoking. I think it was Smoking Mirrors. The Zuko one with his mom. I read that.
That one's awesome. I love it.
That was crazy. That
one's so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've read 3 of them. I finished 3 of them so far. I think there's 1 more or 2 more I have to
finish them, because remember the movie comes out when they're adults in 2024.
Right. So I gotta finish it. Yeah. And I'm really, you know what? I think we need to have an episode about that too, because I'm very surprised they did not do an animated series on this.
The manga's better than the show.
Yes,
the comic books are better than the show.
Crazy.
And you didn't believe me when I told you that, but the comic books are better than the show.
Yeah, because I to be honest, I just thought that it was like gonna be like, all right, it's whatever. But when you told me to read them, and then I actually read them, and it built so much, it added so much and linked between what happens in here in Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. And like you said, I think you told me the stuff that happens in the books is what led to Legend of Korra and why. And I think you said it too. Aang did a lot of damage that Korra had to clean up.
Aang literally,
it was true. It's true.
It's true. Aang ruined Korra's life.
Hey, sheesh.
The things that happen, for those that have not that love The Last Airbender, go read the comic books that take place after season 3.
Please,
so good. It's
please.
so good, and you find out why me and Ty say Aang ruined Korra.
like yo, I gotta clean all of this stuff up because of your mess. Is crazy. All right, y'all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a good time
doing a live feed. Did you hear what my wife said?
What'd she say?
Okay, so get this. Recently I went, how I told you that things that were going on with my manhood. Remember I told you about that? Well, they found out, that the liquid was underneath the certain thing. And I'm not gonna say certain. Yeah, I'm not gonna say certain things. But she comes up, but because of that test of where they found out that ultrasound showed me that I had liquid, and I had to drain that. Well, Haley just walks in. My wife just walks in. She goes, "Guess what? Your test results came back." I already knew what the test results were because I had an ultrasound. She goes, "But the urine sample came back. You don't have chlamydia
or gonorrhea."
I'm like, really? I already knew I did not have STD.
And with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Brent the Prophet, boy, you never disappoint, bro. You never miss, bro.
She's the one. My wife's the one that came in and just randomly said, "Hey, you don't got STDs. Congratulations." like what?
Well, at least you're both clean. I mean,
that means it's time to get laid.
All right, guys, we're getting out of here. I'm gonna see y'all later. Deuces, we love you. Later, guys.